What's up?
What's happening?
How you been?
Busy. Busy is the
Busy.
best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Well, I was unbusy and then I was busy.
You was
So,
unbusy and then you're busy?
yeah, I was unbusy. I was busy vacationing, which is
Yep.
unbusy. And then when I got back, everything just imploded. And so, yeah, I got busy.
It was waiting for you.
Yeah, something like that.
That happens.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like everyone just saves everything. Oh, Michael will be back on Monday.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. All right.
There's deadlines out of my control. So, anyway.
Was there procrastination by you as well?
Well, it was me not wanting to work on the weekend, or I was like,
Oh.
I'll work during the week. All right. If I got to stay up till midnight to get this done, still I'm going to do it during the week, and then I'll feel miserable tomorrow during the work day.
Okay. That's where you're at?
Yeah, that's where I was.
Okay.
Well, actually, now I'm still on the I feel miserable today, but
Okay.
no, I'm here anyway.
All right. Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad you're able to make time for us and your busy, hectic,
Not us.
lifestyle that you live.
The people. The people.
The people? You're doing it for the people.
Yeah.
Not the nookie, the people.
Yeah, we're men of the people.
Right? Oh, for sure.
And other podcasts might be out there saying that they are the ones that got, people like Clayton Young elected Roar president, or found a way to topple the IFMAR. I don't know what they
oligarchy.
Yeah, like the oligarchs of IFMAR, blah, blah. I'm not going to go that far.
Okay.
I'm just going to say we're here for the people. That's all.
Okay.
And, I'm not talking about gentleman racers. I'm talking about actual racers.
Well, I'm a gentleman racer, so I don't know. I don't know what other way.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I have a guidebook that tells you. Didn't you read my post today? I have a guidebook.
No, I did not read anything today.
You're so busy.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. So what guide? What knowledge are you dropping on us with your guidebook?
Well, I really, it's not really repeatable here, but you can still be an asshole to people and be a gentleman racer. And it's rule 12.3.6.2 of the Gentleman Racer's Guide. The Gentleman Racer's Guide to RC. And yeah.
Okay.
It's also similar to the Roar rule that explains the procedures to tiebreakers and qual points, 12.3.6.2. It's also the same rule where you can be an asshole in a Gentleman's Racer's Guide to RC.
Okay.
So just coincidental.
Yeah. All right. I see how that works. It just, imagine.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Very good.
So while you were in Mexico,
yes,
did you see anybody?
I see all the people. Well, who
you
don't?
Saw all the people.
Can
you share your little selfie?
Oh yeah, I will share a selfie. All right. So let me dig up that account.
Oh, that account. You got multiple accounts.
Bro, I got all the things. So I'm using multiple computers at once because I got to be complicated.
Well, that's just how you are. You make everything complicated.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So
I don't think you can live in a world of simplicity.
Well, that sounds fucking boring, dude.
I guess. I mean, a lot of people do it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't.
That shit's less complicated. That's the thing.
That's not me. How about that?
All right.
So here we go. Let's share something.
Okay.
All right. So.
Yay.
I might need to zoom in a little bit. So this is someone you might know. All right.
Yep.
I got a very good shirt. It says, "Careful, there's a beverage here." Okay.
Okay.
And then, can you zoom in? Okay, you can kind of zoom in. All right. Okay, so you got a lot of me. All right. So
boy.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone would be that close to your mouth.
Let's keep zooming. All right, here we go. A little more zoom.
Can anyone in the chat guess who that is?
And should we help them? We're not talking about the guy, the old dude in the pink shirt.
Or the dude with the hat. We're talking about the guy looking at his phone.
Yeah, we're talking about the guy with the which has a very gentlemanly beard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's like a skinny version of me.
I guess. I mean, that's a stretch. But
Yeah, probably. Yeah. He actually, it's like a version of me that has 6-pack abs.
Yeah, and
tattoos.
Yeah. And yeah, is probably one of 20 drivers in the world. So
yes.
Yeah.
He is involved in something known as a world championship.
Slim Jesus. Yeah, no.
Yes, it could be Slim Jesus.
Any guesses? Anyone? Come on, we need some guesses.
He at last year's at last year's Brazilian Grand Prix,
yes,
he was awarded the pole position
for the sprint race.
Was it the sprint race or was it the main race?
I think it was a sprint race.
I thought it was the main race, but he got it taken away from him.
I think it was a sprint race.
Well, I don't know. That's too many facts. I don't have all those facts right now.
Yeah.
All right. How about one more? He is a guy who drives for an American F1 team.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck. No one's guessing.
Yeah. Now, if this was a picture of like Sam Isaacs, they'd be like, "Oh, it's Sam Isaacs."
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, with Ericsson. No.
Sorry. Try again.
No, try again. It's not Mazepin.
No.
Oh, there you go. Jamie Riley. There you go. Yep. Magnussen.
Yeah. So Kevin Magnussen was
and you vacation at the same place. I mean, you must be doing very well.
Hacks in F1. I made it. Woo! And yes, I called him a hack. He did stare me up and down as I wore my Red Bull hat and might have smirked at me. And I didn't like flex at him like, what? I didn't do that.
How tall is he?
He's a fucking horse jockey. He's 5'5", maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe 5'5"?
Maybe. And we can use the internet, but like this is a small dude.
Okay. You have to be, because we're two guys who would not fit into an F1 car.
Exactly. And he the other guy who's there with him, that's not his from all accounts, it's not his lover. But that's his physio.
Yeah, he's married with kids.
Okay, sure, whatever. Dude, there's a lot of guys married with kids who they're like half the RC racers. Anyway,
it's aggressive.
Just kidding.
Can we name names too?
Yeah. He did not blow me a kiss. All right, but anyway,
I wouldn't necessarily call him a hack.
No. Actually, he's in a shitty car.
Yeah.
Last year he did actually well in that shitty car in relative comparison. Yeah. And like when he was in the IMSA like Daytona prototypes, he actually did very well with Daytona prototypes.
Right.
I think, was he driving a Cadillac?
I don't remember, but he could have been.
You are Mr. Cadillac. How do you not know that?
I just don't remember everything.
What?
So, I mean, if we talk F1 right now, we'll kind of start with that. Sure. The Haas, and I agree, it's a qualifying beast. Like, if they could figure out how to maintain that pace on race day, they would do pretty well.
Yeah, they are the 8-lap champion of F1.
Yeah, if we just need to put one lap in, we got you covered.
Those guys and Ferrari got you.
Yeah. I mean, they're both Ferraris, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. But
yeah, they're both some degree of sucking.
So I listened to an interview today with Michael Andretti, and it's going to be a Cadillac motor.
Well, because he has no choice now, because Renault's like,
well, they suck too. But no, it's going to be a Cadillac motor.
Fucking Mercedes factory car this past weekend.
Huh?
That shitty Renault motor walked right past some really shitty Mercedes chassis in a very good Mercedes motor this past weekend.
Yeah, well, they got beat by there are two other cars that run their shit too.
Exactly. But they got beat by every motor.
Oh, yeah.
That is a fucking abomination.
Well, we definitely know it's not the motor problem.
Well, yeah, that's like when you got the cheater Trinity motor. Is it too soon? Assume you got the cheater Trinity motor in your car, but the car can't fucking go around the corner to save its goddamn life.
Right.
So maybe, you can name names of brands. I will not. Then you're like, fuck, what am I doing wrong?
Well, it's like, I don't remember the 500, like, it was like 90, whenever they switched from a kart to IRL, or right around that time. And Penske had that Mercedes pushrod engine, and they
fucking
literally annihilated people at the 500. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, there was nobody. Like, they had like 5 miles an hour on everybody. Conversely, and then the next year,
do you remember when Bobby Rahal got a new chassis in, I think, 93 or 94?
Yeah,
and he tried running a different chassis at the 500. And that bitch was back of the fucking pack.
Oh, I mean, well, the next year they couldn't run that motor anymore, but they brought the same cars.
Yeah, garbage.
Like they couldn't even. They barely made the show.
Yeah.
So it's.
It happens. It happens to the best of them, dude. You can have like some ungodly advantage. You just don't even know until you don't know.
I don't have it. Yeah.
Did
you watch any of the WEC at Bahrain?
No, I don't have enough time in my life for that. I watched about 7 minutes of replay on the shitter, and it was good.
Did you watch the Ferraris battle it out?
Nope. I saw some fucking Toyotas past some Peugeots, and the Peugeot looked like it was fucking standing still as.
The what was funny was the customer car of Joda waxed all the factory Porsche teams.
Ooh, well, that's just me.
The Joda car looked pretty decent.
Yeah, I like this. That's good.
But like the Ferraris really were battling and hitting each other and fucking blocking each other. And the engineer comes on the mic and he goes, I don't know what's wrong with him. He has no respect for anyone. The Ferrari engineer said that to the Wonder car that was just getting pushed around.
I love that.
But Iron Dames, they won the last GTE class.
Okay.
So that was pretty impressive. Mm-hmm. Good job to them. And then, LMP2 is going away. So, except for in America.
Yeah, America can't give up, useless class. We like creating all the useless classes.
Well, they're going to limit the field to 37 cars.
Okay.
Yeah, the WEC is next year. What's that say?
Ferrari planning A through F race strategies every weekend tells me they know you ain't winning shit anytime soon. That's like if you're ever at a race and you hear me yell some shit like bacon or just some shit like that, that means start peeling everybody. I'm just kidding. There's a different code word for the start peeling everybody.
But I think a lot of that though, I think that's Ferrari just trying to throw people off, like
Ferrari being Ferrari.
They're more actually just confusing themselves than they are.
They got no clue. Like they just need to plug the hydraulic system in. Oh wait, too soon. Anyway,
like, why does this always happen to me?
Yeah. Well, that's funny. And then apparently, in the car radio from the sprint, Lando Norris was like really like, I'm just such a shit qualifier. And then they got the sprint pole. So, whatever.
Yeah.
At least he knows he's a shit qualifier because he kind of is. But that's okay.
But he drove his ass off.
Yeah. The little boy can start races real fast. He's pretty good at that. Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see in Vegas in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's isn't it? It's not this weekend. It's next
No,
weekend.
yeah. Well, there's 2 weekends off. So this weekend and the next weekend, then it's the weekend next, I think.
So it's the race is not on the 12th. I thought the race was on the 19th. It's on the 19th.
Okay. So it's the week. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's actually, I take that back. It's on the 18th. They're going to run it fucking Saturday night like a bunch of jerk offs.
The race is Saturday night.
Uh-huh. It can't be Sunday night because then in Europe, you won't watch it. You'll be at work.
So how are they gonna when do they start practice on Friday? Thursday?
On Thursday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, it's a giant clusterfuck.
There's someone I saw a graphic today and they showed the outline of the current
upside down.
Huh?
Did you see the one that of a pig upside down?
No, but I did see that one. But no, it's the current layout, and then they showed the layout that they ran in Vegas in like 1981
in a parking lot of the Caesar
or whatever. Yeah, like it's like tiny, and it kind of looked like the Red Bull ring. But yeah. So
yeah, that was in a car park.
I'm calling Albon podium.
So this is the layout. The two different layouts, just for case in point. So here is the red pig.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks like a pig, kind of. All right.
Right.
And then this other little thing off to the left, that's the old layout. It looks like a fucking go-kart track. But it has way more turns and thus actually looks way fucking better than the pig they're going to be racing on.
Right.
So,
wow.
Anyway.
$1.3 billion is supposed to bring to Vegas.
Yeah, good fucking luck. But, you know, in my mind, because I was there like a few weeks or maybe like 2 months ago in Vegas, it was such a shit show.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't get in a cab and try to go north or south on the strip, or even some of the like, side roads off the strip after say 5 o'clock. Good fucking luck. You weren't going anywhere. You might as well just walk your ass or get on the monorail or do whatever else. So yeah, it's kind of a disaster.
At least it's going to be cooler now.
Why? I mean, less hot?
No, it's supposed to be like in the 60s.
Okay. Yeah. Less hot. Okay. Yeah. And then
that's cold for me.
Sure. Yeah. We know you don't own pants. I get it. I understand. Anyway, so
that was F1 talk.
Yeah, there was a little F1 talk. So maybe we jump into the
Halloween Classic where I smoked your ass. Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't. So I think we'll do the analysis. Let's go do it. Let's jump in.
Break it down.
Yeah, let's break it down.
I won. Everyone who doubted me.
Hold on. I'm going to get the telestrator out. Let's go do this. Let's pretend we're mad.
It's not telestrator.
All right. So hopefully.
I think you got me round one, and then after that, it was pretty much game over.
Well, I don't know. Let's go look. All right. Now, see, this is the class known as 12 scale stock, right? This is the class I ran. Well, we had 4 qualifiers. I ran the car maybe twice beforehand, maybe 3 times. So I ran the car 6-7 times. Out-qualified you by 3 seconds. So let's see if I can get we can get our numbers almost. We're too zoomed in. All right, we need to be less zoomed in. Oh boy, it's all going to shit now. How about now? Can you see me now? Can you hear me? All right. This is the best we got. So here we go. All right, round 1, 61 something to 58 something.
Yeah, that was when I broke my motor.
Well, didn't you run the broken motor all weekend?
I ran it till the main.
Okay. And
so I qualified on a broken motor that was bound up.
Okay. All right.
Just saying.
So then round 2, I broke a rear axle bearing, maybe.
Yeah.
Front axle bearing, something. And then you pulled down a 61,802. So that beat me on just like overall pace. Okay. Round 3. Look at this motherfucker. Round 3. 62,805 with a 5 to a 62,805 with a 2. What a bunch of bullshit that is. Right? And then round 4, 61,802 with a 2 to a 61,8 flat. So if we just do stock for the time being,
we're tied
as it stands. This is for qualifying. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's go to super stock.
Let's go to the main.
Oh, okay. We can go to the main. Sure. Let's go to the main. So, fuck. I gotta pick the other race result. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the main. Now, this main, unlike some of the mains that we will talk about, was not as massive of a clusterfuck, but it definitely wasn't pretty. All right. And so the way to describe how pretty things were or weren't is you kind of look at the lap chart. All right. And so, Joe started out first, and then by lap 3, Joe was in third. All right. And so Rayfield elevated himself from second to third. And this guy right here, Michael Hanuluk, I don't know who this guy is, but he did really well. He went from like 5th to 2nd. And then something happened on lap, I don't know, was it 6, 5? He went from 8th to last. What could have happened, Mangler?
I delivered you.
Because
you were going too fucking slow.
Oh my God. Anyway, someone's enthusiasm drove through me. And then
I stopped and I waited, and then you stuck yourself into the board, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm out of here.
Well, I don't know what happened. It was not my finest lap. Let's put it that way.
And then who later on let you by?
Well, I see the thing I really want to know is, did you really let me by, or did I just drive up to you? And you were just like, I gotta get out of the way now because I'm already in the way.
No, I was just like, hey, let him go.
Okay. So
I owe it to you.
Yeah, something like that. So I somehow drove back from last, and I got third. Now, some of this happened because Sean Rayfield was doing well.
Very well.
And then he got cleaned the fuck out. I don't know by who, because this was just one of the many disasters that happened this like race event. Yeah, I'd have to watch the video. I don't know if I want to watch the video. I could figure out the numbers. I am kind of interested in how fast the cars were. So like Trandell did a 2, and then he had a 3, a 4, and a 4, and a 4.
Did you run a 2?
No, I definitely didn't. Dager's fast lap was a 4, and he ran a 5, a 5, and a 5. I was on reruns. I did a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 5. Reruns did not help the handling of my car as I thought it could have.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I clearly need something else to make my car less savage up front. Rayfield did a 4, a 4, 4, and a 5. You did a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 5. Ezra, what did he do? A 5, 5, 6, 6. Bodine, 6, 6, 6, 6. That's a lot of 6s. And Schuttenberg, he did a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 5. So yeah, it wasn't the prettiest of races, but yeah. So in this one, I had 3 points and you had 2 points.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently, you mangled me like a gentleman. That's fine.
I mean, it was just one of those things. We're going to the corner and you like stopped, and I'm like, well, shit.
It was that chicane thing, and my shit would get. I would basically the first minute or two, I would have tank slappers effectively through that goddamn chicane, and it was not one of my finer moments.
Yeah, I mean, like I was just following you, and like all of a sudden you were there. Like fuck, like
yeah. I had similar things. I was following Bodine in the fucking B main of 13.5. He just kind of blew the corner, and I drove right through him. I didn't try to; it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got here? We did not do good in the qualifying. All right. I'm just going to say that now.
We're trying shit.
Well, I was trying shit, and then I also had my cars not fucking run on me every once in a while. So, all right. So first round, Mangler 61,802, FJ 61,801, and then there was a guy known as Beef Supreme.
Beef all DQs.
Well, yeah, but in round one, Beef Supreme won.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we weren't counting his.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to show the people that, even Beef Supreme can fucking take it around. I think it was this one. No. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Beef Supreme 64,801. Beef Supreme went 3 laps faster than us.
Yeah. I had something happen. I can't remember what now.
I had a lot of things happen. It was called.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that was round one.
What happened?
Moment. All right, round two. Let's go to the videotape. So you did a 66,804. That was also known as your fastest run of the day or the event. Okay. Mm-hmm. I did a 66,807, which was also my fastest run of the event. So what I can tell you is we suck. But in one of these, let's see, I get a point, and the other one you get a point. All right. So round one, I beat you, and beat you, but we're not going to double count. All right. And then round two, you beat me. All right. Now round three, that is just screams failure. All right. We got a 49,613 to a 35,443. What the fuck happened?
I don't remember.
Well,
I broke, obviously.
Yeah. I broke in the goddamn sweeper. I'm surprised I didn't take that home with me on the plane.
Yeah. You said that's mine.
Yeah, and then I think you did the same thing.
Probably did.
Yeah. And then here's the one that really fucking pisses me off. All right. So people might be like, what is this Beef Supreme thing? So what I was doing, I was running 2 cars in the 13.5 class. So Michael Hanulak, that's an actor. All right. He pretends to be a race car driver. He was driving an Awesomatics car. And then Beef Supreme, another actor, he was running the new Roche P12V. And so the Roche kept on kind of improving, still trying to figure things out with the car. But, there were people who got what I would define as butthurt that I was running twice in the same class. And so that's why in the bottom here, the car was DQ'd.
Every run.
Well, they didn't DQ me in round 3.
Yeah, I think you kind of did yourself in with only 17 laps.
Yeah. The big problem for me round 3 was, we were at the end of the program. It'd been a long fucking day. I think I should just go back to the hotel or just go right to the bar.
Right.
Once the fast cars show up for round 3 at the Halloween Classic. It's like it's nap time, because it didn't work. Anyway. And then, so round 4, you had a 65,804. Not sure what really happened there. A whole lap off of your prior best. And
bad driving.
okay. And then I had something that I'm actually really fucking pissed off about, where I drove as Beef Supreme, and let's see what time I even got that round, because it wasn't that bad, that run. Like, I'm wondering, could a Beef Supreme beated you? Because I didn't even get to run the other car. It fucking
Beated me? I don't think it did.
I beated you off. Let's see. That sounded bad, right?
It was not that enjoyable.
All right, here we go. Beef Supreme 65,806. So I didn't beat you as Beef Supreme, but I tried.
Yeah.
All right. What was the lap time? Let's go look at this. This is a 7:192 with a 2, a 2, and a 2. Let's see how fast you went. Here we go. The Mangler. You did a 7 flat with a flat, a flat, and a flat. God damn, you sucked that run. Holy shit.
I couldn't drive. Like, there was like some failures.
Some? God damn, you were 91% consistent. And like Beef Supreme wasn't going faster than you, but
well,
look,
you find the failure.
94% consistent.
Yeah, I got stuck in the pipe like twice.
Yeah. Yeah, but like there's nothing worse than like being up there, having your car run warm up, and then they're like, all right, in less than 5. And when everyone says less than 5, my natural reaction is I take my goddamn car, the radio, I wiggle the wheel. So I do that and I'm like, fuck, I didn't see anything move. And then I gave it some gas. And I'm like, this fucker ain't working. I was like, oh fuck. So I tried to take like a racer's minute grace. That didn't work. And eventually I tried while the race was going on, I tried another receiver. I tried a whole bunch of other shit. What I ended up doing was I turned off the radio. I put the old receiver back in. I powered everything on after the whole shit had been off for like a minute. And then it fucking bound. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So
what'd you do with that receiver?
I wanted to Hulk smash the fuck out of everything.
What'd you do with that receiver?
It's still in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like as that qualifier was running, I was sitting there with this basically brand new M17, and I just wanted to fucking go like this. Bam, 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 bam. I was fucking livid, dude.
So did you buy a new radio this week?
No, I did not. Oh. Now, if for some reason this happens at the World Championships, I will take the goddamn radio and I will throw it into the middle of the racetrack. Just in hopes that they have to stop the round and I can maybe run again.
I think someone might file a protest on you.
That's fine. I don't care.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Just don't do it during my round.
Well, at this rate, we'll be in the same qualifier.
Probably.
Clearly.
Yeah. So in any case, so I got you that round.
Yep. And then let's go to the clusterfuck, otherwise known as the 9-car, what the fuck were we doing, B-Main. Oh my God.
That was a rough one.
Dude, here, let's play the video for the people.
Sup, drivers, good luck. We're going racing on the side of the zone in less than 5.
Might turn down.
Here we go.
Probably gonna be too glitchy.
And that didn't last very long. Pena gonna wait up for Pulfer.
Yeah, so there I am. Me and Pulfer. We were like super best friends. I don't know. Can I play this at slow speed? I don't think so.
No.
Here we go.
All right. So here we are. You can see me in the sweeper. See, there's a nice car that's yellow. See, there's 2 ugly yellow cars. Like, basically, first car is Rayfield. Second car is Mangler. Third car, white and red, that's Pulfer. Fourth car, that's FJ. One car's near the corner, the other one isn't. Let's see what happens.
Bam.
Bam. And so he's upside down.
And that didn't start.
And you see how the team members are just fucking hanging out, not doing dick. Do you see that? It's like, and they're just sitting there watching. They didn't even react. They didn't look at it. They did nothing.
Sorry, they didn't last very long. Pena going to wait up for Pulver.
Well, I tell you what, I think there should be some discounts as reevaluated there.
I was a fucking lap down before I even made it to the second corner. Bullshit. Anyway, and look at this. Based upon this pace here, I would assert that Pulver would have beat you. All right. So here, let's just go look at the fucking brass facts. And I actually think I would beat you too. All right. So just fucking let me extrapolate this son of a bitch for a minute. All right. So your hot lap was a 100 or a 101 with a 1, a 1, and a 1. That's pretty good. Very nice. All right. Let's go check out Pulver. He had an 0, a 1, a 1, and a 1. That's kind of like close. Let's go look at Rayfield. Rayfield got his clock cleaned. He had an 0, a 1, a 2, and a 2. So, your pace is pretty good. I eventually got my clock clean, and I just fucking gave up. So I had a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 2. Yeah, maybe I wasn't going to beat you, but initially...
I like how you went into this all confident, like, let's look at your fucking pace, asshole. And then you're like, okay, well, maybe I wouldn't have been.
Basically, what I'm trying to say here is I had Pulver for the first few minutes, at least, of that. All right. Clearly I got him on the first corner, so I was faster. Yeah. And then, in the race, because we're the idiots a lap down, we were basically racing with each other. And, relatively, I think I had some pace on him. And he even said that for a little while. But, towards the end, like, he got away from me. But I would say that the key of this race was it was just possibly the worst race I've ever fucking been a part of.
And here we go.
Yeah, so, like, Rayfield and I kind of got away. And I was just following Sean. And we were coming up on some lap traffic. And Sean and the lap traffic got together, and I got by.
Yep.
And because we're not going to be able to really watch this. This is horrible.
Yeah. I agree. I'm watching it, though. So everyone else who wants to watch it, go fucking watch it.
So Rayfield I got it out in front, and I probably had worked up like 3-4 second lead at this point.
Maybe.
And there was some freckles on the back, going on in the back stretch, and the marshal ran out there. And then the marshal fixed the cars and then ran literally in front of mine. And I fucking T-boned the marshal's foot as I have like a 4-second lead.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm facing the wrong way. So I have to like stop, like turn my car around myself because the marshal wasn't going to help.
Yep.
Because I already bounced off his foot. And then go. And by this point, I think Rayfield was still right behind me at this point. And then we ran a couple more laps, and then there was another thing in the sweeper.
And Rayfield must have gotten cleaned out again.
No, I cleaned somebody out because they were just sitting in the sweeper, la-di-da-di-da, on lingerie mode, and I cleaned them out because I couldn't see them.
Yep.
And then that's when Rayfield got behind me. And so, like, oh, shit, the game is on. So now I'm chasing back down Rayfield. And then he gets cleaned out again by another lap car. And I took the lead back over and held on to the rest of the race.
Yeah.
But like it was
fucking brutal.
Oh, it was horrible. And then I think later on, like 3 laps later, he got sent out of the park at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so it's been a long time since I've been like a new racer, and like, so I stopped, and I stopped in about 99, 2000, and I came back in 2008. And this has to have been the worst fucking race I've been a part of in at least a decade.
You think?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. All right.
It was
Yeah, you didn't run any oval races.
Yeah, no, I have run oval races, but I've always been so slow, it didn't matter. All right.
Yeah.
It was so bad that I was walking off the stand and I see Durla in the pits. And I said, "Hey, Durla, I'm sorry for anything I ever said about you before, because all these guys in this fucking race are more terrible than you." Or something like that.
At one point, Sean, it could be literally one of the nicest guys in the world. Like,
yeah. And then there's Sean, the race car driver.
And he was standing next to me, and I saw in my peripheral that he was like, "Motherfucker," and turned and like was gonna go down. And I'm like, "Oh shit, he's going to fight somebody!" But he stopped himself. But like I saw all this out of my peripheral as I was still driving. I'm like,
"Damn!" Twice.
Oh,
he yelled that twice in that race.
The poor guy. He just didn't have a good luck weekend. I mean.
Now,
like you literally made Mr. Rogers fucking mad. Like he's that nice.
I don't know if he's Mr. Rogers, but yeah, he is a nice guy. But I will tell you, he has to have some sort of sordid past, because me and him were at a bar that he's never frequent, supposedly never. And just from across the bar, some drunk guy went, Sean Rayfield, is that you? And this drunk guy walks over to him. And he's like, "We used to race modifieds together." And he's like, "And you hit me in that race." And his immediate response, like he waited about a second or two, and he's like, "Did I win that race?" That was his response. He didn't give a fuck about this guy, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
He also did say to me, "Hey, you might need to get a beer bottle with this guy walking up." Okay. And I was like, "A beer bottle? This is like, you ever seen the Chappelle show when it's like Wayne Brady's going to have to choke a bitch?" Did you see that sketch?
I didn't watch a lot of that.
It's fantastic. But, and I'm not going to show that because then Comedy Central will come after us. But the reality is, that's what I was envisioning at that moment. I was like, "Oh shit, he's gone thug." He's like, "You're going to need a beer bottle." I'm like, "Whoa, what's happening?"
You've never been in a beer bottle fight? Where have you been? You haven't lived, kid. It's crazy. I mean, that was a Saturday night in college.
I guess.
Because sometimes you needed that extra 2 inches to get your swing in, so you had to have the bottle to give you that. And when you and 14 dudes are going on somebody, like, yeah, you just gotta like, and I don't mean like that.
That sounds highly sexual. All right. I'm just throwing that out there. All right. So anyway, somehow or another, a guy whose nickname is the Mangler wins the worst race I've been in the last decade.
It was all that oval practice, kid. All those oval races where there's just carnage everywhere. I was just diving through it.
You, bro. Congrats to you. Holy fuck. And even if we were tied in points, all right, the problem here is you bumped into the A main.
Yep.
And so even if we were tied, this was almost like a winner. I would have had to clean your clock every goddamn race up until this. And it was really like a winner take all moment. So let's see, how'd you do in that A main of 21, or I'm sorry, a 13, 5, 12 scale?
I broke. My motor broke.
You got 23 laps in. Now, you did, just to throw this out here.
So this is my end plate of my motor from 13.5.
We can't see that yet. Hold on. Let's stop that sharing. Okay. So, did you get like a fake motor off the internet?
No, this is a real R1. This is why they make HD motors, I guess.
Oh shit!
Heavy duty.
That's what I had in my car, bro. HD, kid.
Yeah. So, that's my end plate of my motor. So I was going along, And I think I was running like third or fourth.
Dude, you fucking drilled the sweeper, almost killed the fucking people watching, and then kept going.
Yeah. For about 5 more laps. And then I was getting on the straightaway and my car just stopped. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? And I thought maybe I broke an axle bearing because that's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
And I get back to the pit and both halves of my motor are apart. Like the motor came apart on both sides. Like I don't even know how that happens. And then when I got home to Florida, I realized that I had done this. And so I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And
so needless to say, if there's an R1 motor for sale, adult owned, likely used on RC Tech, check the fucking seller. All right.
I got a replacement right here.
Okay. Yeah, because that's all that motor needs.
Yeah. It's gonna be, dude, this motor's stout. Who knows when I broke this too? It could have been all bound up like my 17.5
Savage.
But yeah, now I know why they make the HDs. I was like, everybody was telling me like, yeah, they make HDs because the off-road guys fuck them up. And I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, you are basically an off-road guy. I agree. Yeah, off-road guy.
But anyway,
yeah. So the crazy thing
that sweeper was pretty brutal. I mean, you could run it real tight, and if you hit it just right, it was sending you.
Yeah. So the key was don't run it real tight. Actually, the key was just turning a little later, and it wouldn't do the slingshot effect.
Yeah,
it was like the turn in too early, and that's what fucking did you in. So, do you know what happened to Joe Trandell? Because like he got one more lap than you. He was in, I think what they refer to as first place. Oh no, maybe he wasn't. No, Joe fell out of first real quick. So he started first and then was in second and then was in sixth. And for, let's see, a hot minute, you were in front of him for a hot minute.
Yeah, and then I just let him by.
Yeah. But like he was going fast. He did a 6.8 hot lap with a 6.9 top 5. A 6.959. 6.959 was faster than anyone else's hot lap. So I don't know what he did, but something happened. And it was great to see Ray Derrick at this event. Ray Derrick was running World's tires, just like me. He's a real gentleman. He also ran a Montec MT21 body, which in hindsight, based upon that layout and that like chicane onto the straightaway, probably would have been fucking amazing. I didn't have any with me because I'm just committed to running the M20, and it is what it is. So, but yeah, Ray had a fucking great race. Radke, he drove up from the 4th spot, Dager up from the 7th spot, Dana Bales from the 6th spot, Engel.
There was Ingles was leading for a while.
Maybe, possibly.
I think he was.
No. Ray owned this motherfucker.
Okay. Ingles was running second then.
No. He was in. No. Hold on. Let's see. What color is Engel? He was Magenta. So he got cleaned out on lap 1, I'm going to guess.
Yeah. Let's keep it clean on the start, gentlemen. Good luck. And we're going racing on the Tone.
I think he had like a magenta car. Oh, yeah.
A couple guys getting tangled at the start.
Yeah.
That was Engel and Bales getting hooked up. That's not going to help their efforts at all.
But they got marshaled quicker than me.
What a
as you could see. Engel drove out of that motherfucker like he was driving a 2-wheel drive buggy. He climbed the fucking rail. It's amazing.
He's a former off-road guy.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Tyrion, simmer down, buddy. Please hold.
All right. So anyway, Ingles got out of that, And then later on in the race, he was running really well, and he and Dana got into it again, and that started some hot words.
A pass there by, I believe that was going to be Ray Derrick, or that's Radecki up to that second spot now. Oh, trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I wasn't paying enough attention. I was busy doing the packing.
You're right.
I didn't really see what happened.
So in any case, anyway, it kind of that race kind of turned into a little bit of a cluster towards the end. But
yeah, but I gotta say, this is the very first time we've talked about some epic 12 scale modified races in the past.
Yeah.
Like I talked about one Donnie Leah Snowbirds, like whatever, he got destroyed and he ended up winning.
Yep.
And this was the first time in any memory I have where people could get cleared out in stock and in super stock and maybe win. Because it was just savage.
Well, I mean, and it also helps. 6 to 7 second laps helps.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much to be right back on pace. It's kind of like an off-road thing. You're saying there's still a chance.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide, dude.
Right, and there's action everywhere. And if it's on one of the track, it's 6 seconds later you're going to be back on it, right? So, it definitely. The way the track layout was and everything was really fast and definitely presented its own challenges when it came to racing. I mean, kudos. I mean, let's just talk about the new gate or the new Norcar racetrack. I mean, it is everything you would want a racetrack to be.
How many thumbs up would you give it?
The only 2 I got.
Yeah, you got 2?
Yeah. I mean, if I had a third, I'd give it a third.
Yeah, you could just pull your dick out.
Well, there's that. I mean, 2 thumbs and a dick. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Watch. 2 thumbs and a dick right here. Yeah, buddy.
Here comes the lipstick.
Anyway, but yeah,
I think the new place that they have. I never really remembered. I didn't really realize where it was, but it's in an old, basically what they call an outlet mall. And I remember driving by this outlet mall, I don't know, ungodly amount of times on trips up I-71 to either Akron or to race in Cleveland or whatever. I remember driving by this place for years. I mean, literally years. And I'm like, oh, hey, Jamie, how are you?
Oh, great. How's the podcast going?
It's going great.
Yeah.
How are you?
This is fun.
Oh my God, you got a little routine going. You guys are so cute.
I'm not going to interrupt.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, you're going to steal the dogs. Thanks, dear.
You're welcome.
So anyway, so they had it was in this old outlet mall, and I remember seeing it for years. I mean, it's like 30 years old. And like, okay, it's kind of like vacant now. And so obviously you're gonna put RC track in it because that's what RC tracks go. But anyway, the facility is great. What they've done to it, the cleanliness, the atmosphere, the extra details, they're all there. It's anything you ever would want in like a club track. That you want to go race at every weekend. The people are funny. The people are hospitable. The hobby shop is well stocked. I mean, there's literally nothing you can say wrong except for one thing, and I think you will agree on this. Food options are hurting.
No, hurting is not the way to describe it. They are abysmal. The only thing there is a Sheetz and a Wendy's.
There's a Taco Bell and a Hardee's.
Yeah.
And a McDonald's. But yeah, I mean that's what you're getting. And there's no and it's kind of far out in the country, so there's really no Uber Eats.
There is. They're just bad options.
Oh, that and I tried to get a Jersey Mike sub. The delivery fee was $20.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. The delivery fee was $20. So I was like, cancel that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just wasn't conducive to food options. And then you guys somehow found a Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know where you guys went for that.
We had to go.
I didn't get those. I didn't get those invites.
No, you went home.
I went back to my hotel.
Yeah, you packed it up. We were already like, we're going out.
No one ever told me.
Oh, come on.
Swear to God, I had no clue.
You were just pulling the I'm Mangler, I'm going to sleep now.
No, I really had no clue. You guys were just I know I'm invited to the reindeer games. I was fucking Rudolph. That's all there was to it.
Okay. All right. Well, Mangler, I'm sorry. We only talked about it in front of you. Apparently, we need to roll out the fucking red carpet and schedule a limo. Throw your fat ass in the limo and have it drop you off there.
Finally, you're getting it. I appreciate it. Like,
okay, good.
Yeah. So, anyway, but no, I think. In your thoughts, do you concur? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you feel that they need to improve?
So, the facility, very nice. All right. There is, honestly, I'm going to say something that people might not buy, but I'm going to say it's too nice. And so in scenarios where things are too nice, I'm always a little worried. All right.
Okay.
I just hope the rental company there, the leasing company, doesn't fuck those guys.
Right.
Because it seems just way too fucking nice. That's all.
It is. It's not. It's not. Like, again, it's everything you want to be. It was clean. It was organized. The toilets worked. These are things that are a step up from most racetracks. And hey, if you have the chance to get there and go, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. The one thing,
great group of people.
I love the people there. The one thing I would say is I liked the older deep track. Because some other like different style layouts that you don't see a lot.
Yeah.
What I will say, like, I did take some pictures of the board material, and like, so I have a bunch of pictures dialed up here. Let me just like share what they look like. And I think, in the current world where we don't have track lions readily available anymore, I think this is probably the best option. So, they were using just some generic click track. All right. And you see here, they were super savage with it. So like in the little hole where you'd normally have the push pin thing.
Yeah. They just screwed it.
A goddamn screw in there.
Yeah. That's how I did it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Savage. Yeah. Makes sense. All right. And then, then there's like some, wannabe wood, but that's not really wood. And then, I
believe it's ASIC wood. It's the stuff that you guys made I think it is. I think it's ripped in two. So I think it's the same stuff that you guys used for Horsham to make that sweeper.
No, this is real plastic. We used
ASIC wood.
Yeah, no, but this is like actual plastic. The stuff we built the sweeper with was just like, it was like goddamn floorboard.
It was ASIC wood.
Okay, but this isn't that.
I asked Al. It's what it was.
Okay, but this isn't that. So anyway, they built some like really nice shapes using this plastic material backed into some shitty wood. Yeah. And so I tried to and over here they like doubled up the boards, and I was just trying to take some pictures to see how they pulled things off.
Right.
And they had like these big supports here, and they had like, you can even see like this little L bracket. Where the L bracket screwed up against this bigger supporting board that I'm assuming has like the largest amount of Velcro you've ever seen on something. So yeah, all in all, it's always just fun to see like how tracks are making things happen.
Yeah.
And because like having to drive around just generic click track, humans weren't meant to do that. All right. They just weren't. So don't do that.
Are you basing this off of this weekend?
Of the past weekend?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any pictures. Do I have any pictures from this past weekend? I didn't take any pictures of the Nora layout. They do have a few man-made 3D or Pacific Northwest engineered, quote unquote, curbs that are like the things that come from Asia Town that are for like these drift curbs, but they're profiled slightly different, such the fact they don't make a 12 scale car spin out on them. So I'm actually okay with them.
Okay.
And they
kind of like, so back in the day, Losi had like these little dots.
mini dots. Yep.
Yeah,
Similar.
those were beautiful.
Yeah.
I used those all over my track. I loved them.
Mhm.
I loved
And
them. They were the perfect. You could run a touring car over it, and it sounded like it was just hitting rumble strips. You could run a 12 scale over it; it wouldn't screw it up. They were great.
And so these dots that the guys in the Pacific Northwest put together. Again, I don't have a picture. We'll have one next time, which is a lie. We'll have one in 2 weeks from now. Maybe someone will send me one. But the reality is, they were fun because when you got really close to the curb, or you got on the curb, not on the pipe, you would hear it. You're like, "Oh, that was a good lap. I gotta do that again." But it didn't do anything dumb. You didn't hit a curb, or you didn't hit a fucking board generally. Although you could hit a curb or a board.
If I could get a place in Brandon, Florida, to do something like this, it would be so much better. It'd be like that. That'd be like the final step.
What place is this you're referring to?
It's in Brandon, Florida.
Where's Brandon, Florida?
Just east of Tampa.
Is it near Cocoa? No.
No.
Oh, okay. Thought we were talking about something else.
Anyway, no.
Anyway.
So they just, if they can make the track a little more forgiving there, would be greatly appreciated. Not that I can't handle it, I can, but there's a lot of people that are starting out there, and they have a way to gain followers if they didn't make the track to where your shit didn't get destroyed when you tap the wall.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, let's talk quick about what's happening. Did you race this past weekend?
No, but I did see racing.
I'm sorry. What's that mean?
So I was invited to go on a boat, and I watched sailboat racing. And it was rather interesting.
We have 21 people on. Let's skip this topic.
I'm just saying, item checked. I went to the St. Petersburg Yacht Club afterwards. Had a lovely lunch.
Ooh, fancy.
I was rolling out, doing very well. And it was good.
Okay.
If you've never experienced a sailboat race, just make sure you got about 90 minutes. That's about all you need.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that like half of Viagra? What is that?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. It requires a lot of
patience,
positioning, and tactical maneuvering to get into the space that you need to get into, and it's pretty aggressive, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, if there's anyone that's pretty aggressive, that's you, my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's the J70 World Championships. 14 countries, 80-some boats were represented. J70 is a boat.
A size of boat? Maybe it's 70 foot?
I think they're all the same.
Yeah. Okay. So I went, I did a little bit of club racing myself. And the best picture I have from the event is as follows. It's this place called Dairy Delight. It's amazing. All right. They have fantastic everything. Everything's fantastic. It's mostly hamburgers. They got milkshakes. Right. They have really good fucking onion rings. Woo!
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, onion rings fucking knock your socks off.
Oh,
Dairy Delight. That's all I got to say. Dairy Delight.
Okay.
And then
they give you gas? Because onion rings are supposed to give you gas.
I don't think so. Anyway, and then this is my my pit space.
Okay.
So
I'm glad to see you're using that tool holder to full effect.
Yeah. Look, there's an X-Acto in it. It's good. And
Why do you have a tool holder? Motherfucker, you will never use a tool.
when I clean up my pit space, I put everything in the tool holder. All right. And then I take
Literally
everything.
20 seconds. And then everything's back out.
Yeah, that's fine. But at least I take it in and I put it back. You know, it might be hours later, but I still do it.
That's like having a screen door on a submarine. Just
How about this? Let's play I Spy here. A few other fun things. All right. I spy with my little eye.
Shroob lube.
Yeah. There's some blue lube. There's some yellow Kyosho, which is 15,000.
Yeah.
There's these very nice Aeromax balance pins. They are also on the far right over here. They are the world famous black handle MIP wrenches, which MIP just in the last few days was selling a set, a $500+ set of wrenches. They were black handled. I passed on that because I was like, I only need 3 of them. I don't want any of these other ones. Like if they would sell me 3 of each of the ones I want, then I'd be fine. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I had
you went out of business or closed.
No, they're fucking rock solid.
I
had the $18 Amazon pit light, rocking that.
Oh yeah.
And
well, speaking of which, go to it's in our save tabs. If you want a pit light like that, go to our saved. It's in our save tabs on the Facebook page at the top.
Oh,
scroll through. There's a lot of great deals in there. Click on it.
So let's
click on that link.
People.
You help support the boys.
What is where are my dividends from that? Do I have to diversify my bonds to get some of that?
You might. It's
We're saved.
Yeah,
it's under featured.
Under featured, yes. On the Facebook page. Check it out. Great light.
Here we go. RC Track Rats is the forward slash.
Yep.
I'm trying to do the sharing. It's like not wanting to. All right, here we go. And then here are the featured items.
Right.
At Mangler's tour de force shop here. He has a dish rack. He has some
pit stand.
He has this light's pretty good. I'll give you that one. I don't like this tape. We need to fucking do the other tapes.
That tape is great.
No, it's not. That tape can go suck my left.
Hey, asshole! For the sake of this and making money, you love the tape.
No, I don't. No, these scissors, you could be MacGyver if you had those scissors. Those scissors are they are the most dialed tool in the country. I
so dialed, I even got myself a pair. And
what do your independent review of those scissors. What do you think about those things?
They're great. They're like the perfect size. Because before
they're 6.5 inches long. They are the perfect size.
Before I had these big Johnnies, right? Now Fiskars are like legit, right?
Yeah, but they're too big.
Legit scissors. And these have been sharp. I probably had these 20 years, right? These are just the perfect size. They fit better in the toolbox. Yeah. You don't waste any space. They're lightweight. They cut great.
Now there was a time where they didn't have the 6.5 inch variant. I think this is the 7-inch variant.
Okay. And
this set I have, I like less. I leave it at home. The 6.5 one, that one's goddamn levels of good.
So, oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it just.
Yep.
So.
Anyway, yeah. All right. This sounds great. And so
we forgot a story.
Oh, okay. Is it a good story?
Well, I mean, it was pretty funny. Okay. So we were packing up from the Halloween Classic, and since he wasn't running an A main and I was racing, and so while I was racing, he was busy packing up. So by the time I raced and marshaled, because I had to marshal the last race, because that's what you do when you run A mains, you have to marshal the next race, and so he had all this time to pack up, and so when I got back to the pits, like I had packed a little bit, but I hadn't packed everything. And so when I got back to the pits, he and Bodine were like, "Hey, we're out of here. See you. Let's go. Nice meeting you. Hopefully have a good time." I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna catch these motherfuckers. So they had a 20-minute head start easily. By the time I packed all my shit, loaded the car, got in it, and I tell you what, you never ever rent a Hyundai Elantra rental car. These motherfuckers, I tell you, there's more dings and bings and bops. It did not. That car and I did not get along. It did not like the way I drove. It kept beeping at me and warning me. It took me forever to figure out how to this lane. It has a lane assist bullshit on it, and so that if you get out of the lane, it tries to push you back in. Oh, motherfucker! No. We do not. That is not acceptable. And so finally, it took me, I don't know, 20 minutes to figure out how to turn this off. Yes, sir. What do you have?
So, as a gentleman racer, I'm assuming you were at least averaging maybe 90 plus miles an hour to catch our ass.
I don't know. Maybe. Like, I wasn't going crazy. I had ways on. You know, it is Ohio. State troopers are dicks. You know, yeah. So, like, you never know. But, so anyway, I'm going, and I'm like, I'm going to catch these dudes. And so we get to, like, the penultimate street light before we turn into the rental car place. And I'm like, oh, there they are. They're literally in front of me. And, like, I'm waving, and they don't see me. And, like, because the only reason I knew it was them is because they had, like, all these bags in the back. I'm like, that's got to be them. So we turn to the rental car place, and the rental car place turns into where it opens up into 2 lanes. And I just get on the outside of them. I make this pass around this corner on the outside of them. And your thoughts were?
What's this motherfucker doing?
Not knowing it was me.
No, I didn't. No one thought it was you, but we were like looking at each other and like, man, this fucking guy over here. Like, because rental cars at Cleveland, I've never done a rental car at Cleveland. All right. I've always just like Ubered or we driven, you know, across the fucking East Coast to get there. And rental cars, they're a son of a bitch at that place. It takes like an extra 10 minutes just to fucking get off and fucking loop-de-loo and all this other horse shit. And then
off-site.
All the rental
car places are at one place.
Yeah, and all of them go into this one little entrance, and they just fucking just drop them like you threw your toys out of a fucking box. And it's just like, what are they doing? This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Good job, Cleveland. Proud of you.
I mean, they do that at BWI too.
I've never flown in the BWI, so
yeah.
I might this year.
Anyway, so I pass them on the outside, and I'm like, I pull in the thing, I get out of the car, and then here they come, and I'm like, they were like, we wonder who that dumbass was. I was like, yeah, that's me. It was pretty hilarious. Should have been there. All right. That story didn't end as well as I thought it would.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that great. But you know, that's all right. It's par for the course for a lot of your stories. We get it. So anyway, yeah, I agree. So the other fun stuff, maybe just to share. So what did I do? So at the whatchamacallit, at Nora, that's the name of the track. I ran a bunch of basically running more of the Roche car. And so let's see, the Roche car, set up sheets, and then we go to watch another tab pop open. So we'll change that tab. And so put together a new setup from Nora, just to like kind of share for any of those P12V racers out there. I tried running the 3-degree caster block. I've been running that for a while. And I spent a bunch of time testing the inside versus the outside hole on the steering linkage. And to me, the car feels broken. with this inside hole on the steering linkage. So I ended up running the outside hole. And I think that helped a lot. The other major thing I was testing during the day was I tried running the Kyosho 15K. You saw it on the bench. It felt okay in the beginning of the day. But once we got to qualifying, it was just so crazy. The car was so out of the track. It was like impossible to drive. So I went back to the 5K and with one Roche ride height spacer, and I ran Automatics 1.7 and I ran 1.1 spring. I think the 1.1 spring was better, but I got to go retest some of that stuff. And then the other major change that I did from some of the other events so far, I went to the Yokomo hard spring, and I'm on a short shock config, and I also leveled out the shock. So basically, they have this really like complicated looking shock holder here, and all I did was I took the ball stud and I, instead of it facing down towards the battery, I flipped it around and it went up. And I sort of readjusted the amount of tension on the shock, and we were good to go. And I had moved myself to the middle roll center position at the rear. And I also went from a Automatics 0.6 side spring to a 0.4 side spring. And I thought that was a little bit better too. So the hot lap was pretty close. I did an 8.6 with, I was running a different motor. I was running a much more motor, which I don't know if is much more better or much more worse, if you know what I mean. It was just something to try. And so next time, so this weekend at Genesis, I'm going to try the high roll center. I'm going to try a longer shock. I'm going to try some different front springs. I'm going to try link sweep, some Ackerman, and maybe some long links if I can find some long links. That's just kind of like the run plan a little bit here. But
I think you definitely should try the long links.
You think?
Yeah.
So I'm
that's something I said back in Cleveland.
Yeah, I just didn't have any. I basically have to go find a car that has long links on them or a parts box and rob them out of it.
I'm sure you got plenty around there.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, there's somewhere. Well, good. Hopefully that'll help out some of the people that are running the Roche car and get them up to speed.
And the Roche car just restocked itself yesterday.
Yeah.
This morning or whatever. And
so there's kits online.
Yeah, and they're kind of like Michael Bruce's Hobbies now is going to have some in stock. And there's probably a few kits still at Superior / Beachline, whatever they want to call themselves this week. Down at Robbie's place. And, as important as always, make sure you like and subscribe. We are at a 306 right now.
Nice. Went up.
I did it. I think it stayed flat.
No, it was 303.
Okay. All right. You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, 303, 306, whatever it is. We need to get to 500 so we can see you in a singlet.
Sure.
I actually saw that you, Clayton did a little thing with the No Name RC podcast, and you jumped on that, and we're typing some questions.
Type the question, yes.
Yeah. He tried to suggest the onesie that you were going to be in. He didn't remember the singlet. But
I don't know how he doesn't know that, but whatever.
Yeah, I think he just has visions of you in a onesie, which is also okay in my book.
No, not really. Because
yeah. Well, anyway,
romper. Put me in a romper.
I think it'd be cute. I don't know how to do something better than this for the Mile High. I'm sorry, not Mile High. The Midwest Indoor Champs. The
Which you're going to this weekend.
Yeah, it got me all confused. So this is the MIC. That's a really easy thing for me to remember. So this is a race happening at Genesis RC Raceway in lovely Marshall, Minnesota. And Dave Duncan, a Floridian, he will be the race director. There's practice on Thursday. Good luck to everyone there. I'll see folks on Friday.
All right.
And we got a little qualifying on Saturday. Then Skews does a really nice thing. He invites people into his house like a crazy man over on Saturday night. I think it's Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Saturday night. But yeah, he hosts everyone at his house, and for like pizza and beer and appetizers and whatever else. Really nice guy. Apparently, Beachline sold out of P12Vs, so that's great. Good to hear.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah.
They're moving stuff.
They're
So
moving, yes.
there's going to be a bunch of classes, at the MIC, things what we would normally expect. I signed up, but I don't see myself in the race entries. So this is just not an automatically updating website, but it isn't RC. What's the RC sign up?
Sign up.
Yeah, that fucking is the worst website ever made.
Yeah.
So he just has something that is off of his store, and you can sign up, pay for entries there, blah, blah, blah. So at least, there's going to be like a main of 21.5 touring. There's going to be maybe 1 or 2 heats of 17.5 touring. 17.5 12th. There's going to be a heat of 13.5 12th. There's going to be a heat of mod 12th. And you'll see, I think, the Beef Supreme car in one of these classes. We'll get the GT12 going with rubber tire. That's a heater too. It looks like some VTA and some 21.5 USGT. So and who knows was out there. But those are the classes.
Make sure you bring your warm weather gear. Looks like it's going to be lows in the 30s.
So if you were to go to such an event, Mangler, would you have to buy pants?
No, because I would just make sure that wherever I was doing it, I was just only outside for literally seconds. And
So
therefore I would be. I know, because it's going to be warm inside.
No pants at all.
No pants at all.
If you got, and this is a big if, all right?
Okay.
I'm spitballing here. If for some reason you got married in the state of Florida, or maybe anywhere, would you wear pants?
Only if she asked me to.
Okay, interesting. All right.
I mean, I do wear pants every day. I have to for work.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
See,
I have to wear. I wear jeans actually, but yeah, I have to wear for jeans. I have one pair, and I wear them every day.
Now, are they maybe like jorts or like?
I don't own jorts.
Or
No
do they go all the way? Do they cover like your?
They're boot cut. They boot cut because I have big calves, and if I have normal jeans, it rubs all the hair off the back of my calves, and I look like some freak.
Okay, a few other questions, and apparently this is classic. So, would anyone notice that the hair is off the back of your leg?
I doubt it.
Okay,
but I noticed it.
So. Okay, well, and that must be the freak part. All right, sounds good. Just wondering, you never know. Like,
my calves are like this fucking big.
No one needs to see them. We're okay.
Yeah. They're pretty sexy.
Are you gonna like throw one of these dogs up on there?
No, we're good. I can't stretch like that, so we're just gonna keep it.
Oh my god!
Go gadget leg or whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Did you see the layout at the MIC?
No, it looked pretty basic.
Oh.
I did see it. I take that back. I don't know why I said no, but I did see it.
Well,
it looked rather basic.
Basic.
Yeah, it looked like an old Snowbirds layout.
It does kind of look like a Snowbirds layout. I'll give you that. I'm not going to call it basic. Now,
it's a basic layout. I'm sorry. No offense. It's not. There's nothing wrong with having a basic layout,
bro. I ain't using those terms. That's fighting words, bro. I would.
No. It's just a normal standard 80 by 36 size track layout.
All right. I somehow cannot get the mouse to do anything useful here, but you saw on the left-hand side, there's a chicane and a couch in the chicane, because every chicane needs a couch. Right. And then, it looks it looks like it's going to be a nice racy layout, like where you might be able to put a pass on a dude and not just drive through them. So,
Hey,
we'll see.
tomato.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, that's good. So, excited about going there. Second time I've been to the MIC, and really got to thank one individual in particular, Troy Gubbins, fantastic individual. He's picked me up now. This will be the third time at a MSP airport. Once we went to Duluth, and then we're going to the MIC for the second time together. And so, Troy, thank you, appreciate it. And Troy I think he's isn't he the 2020 Roar Superstock 12 scale national champion? Or if he's not 2020, he might be the 2019. Yeah, one year he just unloaded and just like laid it down on everybody. His car was fantastic up front, and it just finished like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I ain't got anything else. You got anything, Mangler?
No, I won't race this weekend, but next weekend I'm going to
Where are you
360.
Where?
360.
You going to New York?
Yeah.
All right. I hope someone's yelling, "Sweeper!"
Sweep all the week, so sweeper.
Yeah, because bro,
And chicane.
Yeah, a chicane.
And the chicane. Yeah, the chicane and the sweeper. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
All
there's gonna be there'll be a world's practice session. I know a lot of folks are coming to that.
Okay.
So
Very nice. And that's the last weekend before indoor champs, right?
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, next weekend is Thanksgiving, which I'll be at then just Saturday and Sunday at
Beachline?
Cocoa Beachline, running 13.5. And I might be doing some gentleman racing then that weekend too.
Oh wow. What does gentleman racing entail?
I have an RS01 12 scale body now.
All right.
So
and would that be with rubber tire or would that be with foam tire?
foam, but they do foam tire in Florida. We don't do none of that rubber shit, son.
All right, that's good. Because otherwise I'd be like, you need to have yourself a diff. You probably won't have enough traction if you don't have a diff.
You know, no. It's if it was rubber tire, I'd pass.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I might gentleman race that because I can only run 13.5 12 scale. It's gonna be kind of a long day. I just don't want to sit there. So
could you sign up as Beef Supreme?
I probably could. Why would I want to though?
Why not?
I don't want to sound like a Taco Bell order.
Yeah. Okay. You could be like the Burger King. No,
The Mangler King.
Yeah, the Mangler King. Anyway. All right. We've gone downhill, folks. Seriously.
Oh,
It's bound to happen.
Ow. That's sharp.
You okay, big fella?
I'm good.
Anyway. All right. Well, I think it's a wrap. Mangler, I'm sorry this took so long, but I think we gave the people a hell of a show. We at least gave them a quality 50 to 60 minutes. We're an hour and 29 into it right now.
Always.
Got at least 50 to 60 minutes of just gems.
Oh, yeah. There's always gems. You just got to listen to the whole thing. Yeah. Like, subscribe, hit that bell to get the notifications.
Oh, yeah. And then
check out our featured links on our Facebook page. Pick you up some swag.
Get the merch.
The pod.
Yeah. Something like that.
Somebody bought like a leaf blower. Because like if you use that link and then go look at other things, we still get credit for that because we got you to Amazon. Wow. And so somebody actually bought like a leaf blower and we got credit for it.
Yeah, I think I need to, dude. Black Friday. We're gonna need Black Friday links.
Oh shit!
Get a TV. Help your boy.
Oh yeah. Just use our link to get you to Amazon. Make sure it says Track Rats into the HTTP thing.
Yeah.
And help your boys out.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll have to add that as a link in all the sort of video descriptions. Yeah,
I don't know how to do that.
We'll teach you. Don't worry. Just hit edit. It'll be fun.
Okay.
All right. Mangler, very nice.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Have fun this weekend in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be the best.
If someone asks you to go ice fishing, don't.
Yeah, or if someone asks, do you know how to use a wood chipper? I'm just gonna be like, no, I don't.
Oh, yeah. That's Fargo. It's a little further
Yeah.
north. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's a buddy there in the chipper, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, gotta come down to Brainerd. So anyway, yeah,
All right.
they have that accent, but I can try.
Yeah. You're not very good at it.
Yeah, that's fine. But
That's okay.
Steve Buscemi is amazing. All right, that's all I have to say.
Right. Go.
So, all right. Signing off.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Like and subscribe, all those things.